Welcome to the Smart Business Show, episode 159 from March 23rd, 2018. We're going to start with a quote today. And the quote is from The One Thing, and it says, "To achieve an extraordinary result, you must choose what matters most and give it all the time it demands. This requires getting extremely out of balance in relation to all the other work issues, with only infrequent counterbalancing to address them." From The One Thing. So it's brought to mind a few things. My friend Tom McFarlane, this will be linked in the show notes, takes a social media sabbatical. It's March right now, and he is taking a total time off social media so that he can focus on his work, so he can do his awesome work and keep going. He's a programmer that I really respect. I know that Sean Blanc, who does the focus course and a number of other things, can be found at seanblanc.net. When he was a kid, his family actually took an entire sabbatical from, I believe it was electricity, but nothing from technology, and they did nothing for a month in the summer. They except played board games and hung out as a family and did stuff that didn't require any type of technology. And he's about my age, so there was no, smartphones and stuff like that around, but they didn't have the TV, they didn't have computers would have been around, they didn't use that. So something that we contemplate around here, taking a sabbatical from that. We were actually talking about maybe either taking the TV off the wall or coloring a big picture on cardboard and hanging it over the TV for the summer and just leaving it off. But really the purpose today is to talk about doing that one exceptional thing, and what are you going to say no to? What are you going to let slide? I've said more than once, at least in writing, that I don't worry about inbox zero. Inbox zero doesn't matter to me in any fashion. I might have, it doesn't usually get over 100 emails, but I might have 100 emails in my inbox, and I don't care about it. I don't worry about it. It is one of the things that I let go, and I agree with myself that I'm going to suck at in the face of trying to get other stuff done, like publishing books, like writing, like doing this podcast, like doing video courses for other people around time management, around productivity stuff. It's what I have decided. And so I decided that email just gets to not get worried about. And that even if a current client that I'm getting paid to work with emails me, they shouldn't. They should be sending me stuff on project management. So they need to do that. So let email languish. And yet, almost every week, I still get down to no emails at some point, because email's really not that big a deal. It's one of the things that I just let go out of sync and don't worry about. And I'll let it go out of sync for a long time, and I just don't worry about it. So the alternative to that is your family, right? And you might have an extra bit of work now and again. The problem with most people that I coach, most people that I see, at least when they start working with me, is that they've let it go way too far. They've moved to the point where it's the new normal to work every Saturday, every Sunday, all the time, and they just want to. In fact, one of my coaching clients finally took his first weekend off, and he was like, "This is crazy. It felt so good, and I wasn't that stressed." And he's like, "And I got as much work done on Monday as I normally would on the 2 weekend days," because he actually had energy. So you need to say no to stuff. You need to, so that you can do good work. And you need to and the thing you don't let go for a long time out of balance is your family, is your spouse, your partner. You need to be with them. You need to continue to put effort into that. And, you might have we're just finishing off a busy, about a week. My wife left last week on Wednesday for a course, and then she was gone all weekend. She got back, and she had a meeting Sunday night, a meeting Monday night. I had a meeting Tuesday night. She had a meeting last night. Yeah. And so now we're on Thursday, and we are our first time without meetings, with both parents home, actually. So we were out of balance for a week, and we are going to be back, kind of working into balance again, into family time, back over this weekend. As we have a nice sunny weekend, we'll hang out together. So screw the hustle. Don't worry about that. Just be there with your family and say no to the other things that don't matter. Your email doesn't matter. Twitter doesn't matter. Facebook doesn't matter. Don't worry about any of those things. Do your work, focus on it, and then just do that. Be there with your family. And be there, be a good father, be a good husband, and that's what really matters. Those are the things you'll look back on, decades later and say, "Oh, my kids don't talk to me, and I had this big failing." And you can't make up for, quality time comes inside quantity. Thinking that I just take them, we do something super fun every 4 weeks, and that's what they'll always love, and they'll still miss the my dad brushes my hair. My daughters love to say that, oh, dad brushes my hair all the time. And right, that's something that they cherish, and you don't get that back just because, oh, but when they're teenagers, I'll hang out with them more. By then, you need the relationship already established, right? Looking up 20 years later and saying, oh, my wife, who is this lady I'm married to? Like, you're not gonna, recoup the marriage at that point. It's gonna be very hard and very painful. As opposed to working on it slowly over time, continuing to be there and not letting it get too out of balance. So, this week, focus. Stay focused. Love your family. Love those that are around you. Be with them, and keep doing that awesome work that I know you can do. Thanks for watching.